Okay, we are now recording, and I am transferring the host over to Jeremy Dewey. And Jeremy, you should have control of everything now.
Awesome. Perfect. Let me try this here.
I'll just sit back and enjoy chocolate candies while we're getting set up.
Hilarious, dude. So hilarious.
Alrighty. Can you see that there?
I can.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Well, welcome to a brief introduction on the Referral Maker CRM. What we're going to do today is just go through the tabs here on the left. That's going to be the main function of the CRM, is through this navigating through the tabs on the left here. But we'll just briefly go through these, and then afterwards I'm going to showcase some videos as agents come on board. Again, like I mentioned, they can call me directly, email me, and ask me any questions. But also towards the end of this, I'm going to showcase a little ongoing, after they see this video and once they're in their own CRM, how am I going to learn the CRM as I'm inside of it, and what can I do? So we'll go through that too. But to start here, what we're going to do is this is what you see right when you actually log in to your Referral Maker. It goes to your dashboard. It's basically your home page. So the home page is going to be where everything populates. And a good tip is for every agent is to have this dashboard pop up when you click on Internet Explorer, when you click on Google Chrome. Anytime you go to your internet on your computer, it's a smart thing to have this CRM page right here as your home page. So it's the first thing you see, because as you'll see, you can see right here, my goal today is to make 5 calls. I need to write 2 notes. So every single day you can click on the Internet Explorer icon to open it up, and it's going to go straight here, and you're going to know exactly what to do first thing when you wake up every single morning. So that's one suggestion. But yeah, this is essentially the home page. You're going to go here. You're going to see a brief summary of everything with your CRM, recent activities, to-dos when you have them. There's going to be the goals. This is going to be the biggest thing, is your goals for the day, because that's a big key feature of the CRM. Is the CRM actually acts like a computerized coach, telling you, who to call, who to write notes to, who you should be making appointments with. It does all of that management for you. You don't need anybody telling you to do it. You don't need to think on it your own. You don't need a calendar anymore. The CRM does it all for you. So homepage, basically you'll go there every day just to view what your tasks are. As we go further, relationships, the Priority Action Center, this is going to be a place where you'll also go to every day. Priority Action Center is that thing I was just referring to, where it acts as a computerized coach telling you who to be making phone calls to and everything. You'll go to this page every day, and you'll see from the dashboard that your goal is to make 5 calls. So your question is, who do I make 5 calls to? Well, you go to the Priority Action Center and you go to your calls list, and it breaks down for you by ranking right here. You see Melissa Alexander is an A+. You're going to want to call Melissa first because she's a top rated client. So as you call people, you're going to click call completed. She'll disappear. Annie, you gave her a call, she'll disappear. These will actually start populating towards your daily goals. You see we've made 2 already now. But the cool thing is, these 2 clients that you just made phone calls to are going to automatically reappear in your list again based on their ranking here. So A+ reappear every 30 days, A's every 60, B every 90, C every 120. So as you can see, it's automatic for you. They pop up for you automatically, telling you who to call, so you never have to do any type of brain work on who to contact for your clients. It does it all for you. So this is a huge feature of the CRM, is the Priority Action Center does the same things for notes and pop-bys. So as we, Eric and Randall, if you guys have any questions for me as we're going along, feel free to interrupt. I know I talk fast and a lot, so feel free to just kind of butt in, and I'll stop there.
So it looks like maybe, Jeremy, it looks like initially the hardest part is probably just uploading your list and then ranking them in ABC rankings.
100%. That's going to be the most annoying part, and I'll be frank about it. It's annoying because it's the only type of really work that you have to do when it comes to the CRM. So How you import is via Excel file, a CSV Excel file. So if you have your database in that type of file, it's going to be very easy to import because you just upload it and press import. If you have it on a, if you're more old-fashioned, have it just on paper, then you're going to have to go to this plus icon on the top right side of the page and add per individual and just type in their name, phone number, email, etc. But if you have an Excel, very, very easy. And by the way, don't feel like you're alone in the import process either, because we have a team of about 20 people here that work in our referral maker department that can help out with that. So don't worry about having to do this on your own. We can help.
Just a quick side note that this is compatible to upload all the CRMs that are out there, and every CRM that is currently made has a feature where you can export your database to a CSV file, and then over on the left-hand corner there, it says import relationships, and you just click that and it automatically populates them all into there. Like Jeremy said, the heavy lifting is going to be on how you rank them, and the ranking system, AB plus, all that stuff, he'll get into and more of that and how you want to do that. But it's so easy.
Yep.
It's even this guy can do it, and that's why I love it, because I'm not tech savvy either, Randall. I'm catching up on the gray hair, but I promise that for me, once I got it over there, I converted my old database to this. I had so many names and numbers that were just obsolete, and when I got it cleaned up, it just started printing money like an ATM.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I had one question.
Easy.
Going back on, I think it's your dashboard or your to-dos. Now go back to your to-dos. So I think to-dos, okay. All right. So is the, where it says all today, week, month, overdue, is that adjustable at all? I mean, do you have any, is it pretty much static, or can you change something?
Yeah, so these to-dos, they are static. It is going to be based under these things, because basically like the to-dos for the week and the month, that's just going to see what your to-dos are in the future. And then most people are going to want to go to the today section just so they can see what their task is at hand. But if there's any person who's, interested in seeing what their future to-dos are, that's where you're going to click on these things. But yeah, as far as this list here, it is static. It is something that is set.
Perfect.
The cool thing about this to-do thing, though, Randall, once you set up your clients' birthdays, their home anniversaries, and other things like that, it shows up in your to-do things to do. So if you click the week or the month, you can write your birthday cards, or you can do a CMA for clients that have been in the home for longer than 4 years when you're giving a home anniversary. So you send out a CMA along with a nice letter, along with a, it's a good time to sell kind of deal. And if you don't know, if you're not selling, who do you know that's selling kind of a deal? It's a good way to keep in contact. And the to-do thing is amazing. And your daily stuff appears on the right-hand side here on the calendar. You can see it where he's got it listed right there. And it's just a fantastic feature. It's so great because it helps me, like I said, stay up to date on anniversaries, birthdays, home anniversaries, things where I can have a reason to call you, to talk to you, and it's really nice.
So it looks awesome. I'm feeling like a total slacker.
This makes it so easy to be a pro, dude.
Yep, it may make you feel like that at first, Randall, but within just a couple days, the system, it'll get you right back on track pretty quickly. That's the nice thing about it. So yeah, and as you see what Eric was talking about, you could see down the list of future to-dos, and you can like he was giving the example, writing some birthday cards in the future to get them out. So nice feature there. Let's hop back to relationships, and I'm going to go back to, because I know one of you guys had a question about rating your database. So let's go to manage relationships. This is just going to be the place where you basically manage once you've imported, you're going to be able to rank them. If you click on this little question mark button right here, it's going to pull up the legend, basically the definitions of what defines a client as an A+ through D. So as you're going down your database, once you've imported them, you're just going to review this first. You're going to see, all right, who has sent me multiple referrals? That's considered an A+ client, somebody who has given many, many referrals to you. Then, you guys can read this all yourself, but as you see, they all are defined by ranking. And once you rank your database, this is called sorting and qualifying so that you can know who you should spend the most time with. Buffini and Company, we're all about working smarter and not harder. And, you may have a database of 1,000 people, but realistically, you may have out of 1,000 people, only 100 people who you would be considered as a qualified person. So you are still going to import all 1,000 people in your database if you have them, but you want to definitely rank them. And a lot of those 1,000 people probably are going to be D's or C's. And that's okay, because the whole goal of the system is to increase people to B's, to A's, and eventually hopefully A+, because if you have A+ out there in your database, you've got walking, talking billboards out there for you. So again, to go over the time frame of how often you contact these people, A+ is 30, A is 60, B is 90, C is 120. So again, they populate in your priority action center automatically for you based on their ranking. D clients, those are people who you still have in your database, people who you have contact information for, but they never show up in your marketing activities. So you can put, say you were a person who did online leads. You don't need to do online leads when you work with Buffini and Company, as the system helps you build your business in other ways. But say, for example, you are somebody who does online leads. A lot of those online leads are going to be D clients. And D clients are people that you still have there, but they'll never show up in your priority action center saying to call them. So that's going to be how you'll want to rank people. And that's going to be where you do this, in the manage relationships. So there's going to be a lot of other things that you can do in here. We'll have every agent, take a look into the stuff that they want to do most. I'm going to go over the stuff that is most important. Manage groups. This is where you can do custom groups. So as you can see, you can do your A's through D's, but you can also create custom groups. For example, you can create a group titled lenders, for example. If you wanted to have a folder of just lenders, you can do that. If you wanted vendors or anything where you can put business to business networking, just create a custom group in here, create a new group right here, and you'll be able to title that.
So as a broker, if I'm recruiting agents, I could put potential recruits and create a group there. Exactly. So don't think, this is just limited to clients who are A+ through D. By that, you can actually create your own custom groups if you want, just like that example. Nice.
So that'll about do it with the relationships tab. We move on to marketing. Marketing is going to be, somebody like Eric, for example. Eric is doing our coaching. So Eric is going to have full access to every single piece of this marketing section, because there are some sections in here, and you're going to see it in mine because I have the type of access that Eric has. But you're going to see that when you click marketing materials, that you can actually go to Marketing Hub. We've got a dashboard of, the past 12 months worth of marketing materials. But, usually what we do in what's considered a marketing membership here at Buffini and Company is we actually ship you these materials once a month, as well as give you them digitally. So for any agent that is just doing the CRM only with no marketing options, this marketing material section won't be available. This is only available to people who purchase marketing materials. But what you will have here in the marketing section is you will have this marketing campaign section, which you can create your own custom marketing campaigns. And what those are there for is, say that you want to create a marketing campaign for, let's say you get a new buyer. You can actually create a new buyer campaign. You initially have to do the legwork in the beginning. You have to set up on week 1, I want to call this person. On week 2, I want to write a note card. You know, you initially have to set up the legwork and do the thinking of what kind of action you need in that for, say, a buyer. But if you create a new campaign and do it for a buyer, you can actually, once you've created that and you get a new buyer that you are starting to work with, you can actually connect this marketing campaign that you've set up, connect it to that new buyer's account in the database here. And what the purpose of this is doing is so that it can give you, you know, automatic reminders like, you know, hey, it's week 1, you got to call this person and talk about this. Week 2, you got to send over this this document to this person because it's week 2. You know, you'll be able to go through the steps and they'll give you the reminder. So again, you got to do the legwork once to set it up, but once you do it, it's easy there on out. So this is going to be a section definitely that you'll be able to utilize, the marketing campaigns. Another section you'll be able to utilize is send email and print letters, print labels. These are all just where you can, Referral Maker CRM is an outbound email service, which means you can type in your Gmail email address, and essentially it's gonna, everything that you send out from Referral Maker will go from that Gmail, but anywhere, wherever you get your incoming email from, you gotta make sure you check that, because if they respond to your email, it'll go back to your incoming. But you can send emails, and the purpose of sending emails through the Referral Maker is so that you can track. You want to make sure you track things so you can see if it's bounced back or if they've even opened it. You can check things like that. If you've sent out a blast email, for example, if you did it to your entire database, you can see the open rate as well. So it's just, that's why it's a good thing to send emails via the Referral Maker so you can track. Print letters, just a place where you can, you know, if you want to print custom letters with people's names on them in a custom letterhead or anything, you can do that all through here. So we make things easy so that you can have things uniform for when you're sending out letters and make it quick and easy. Labels as well, as you're sending letters and everything. And the reason why we have a whole print label section in here is because for people like Eric who get the marketing materials shipped to them, it might be easier to print labels instead of handwriting all those 100 mailers that we send out every single month. So that's going to be the most used section of the marketing page for somebody doing the CRM without any marketing option. That's going to be marketing. And do you guys have any questions on there or anything?
No, thank you.
Okay. Business. This is going to be a good one. So business section, it's got a home page in itself, just like the dashboard of the CRM and all. This, as every agent comes in and uses the CRM, none of these numbers will be here. You're going to want to start populating your transactions. You'll want to start inputting business goals so that you can start seeing, you know, what your pipeline is at. You know, your this will start generating right here. You know, how many referrals do I need to close in order to get a transaction, for example? So it's just going to basically give you an outline of where you're at in your business with your financial goals and where you should be, and it'll start populating numbers on an estimate, so to say, of how much activity you should do in order to get some sort of referral or some sort of transaction. So it gives you a goal to shoot for when you're in here. But the way this starts populating is by inputting transactions. Every time you have a transaction, you want to go to this page, click Add New Transaction, and you can set the status so that you can have different transactions as potential active closed. Once you've closed them, that's when it starts populating the money to your income goal right here. But every time you have a transaction, whether it be 100% closing or it's, you know, even if it's something where I don't think this is going to close, definitely just add a new transaction because it starts populating the information for you and just gives you all the info to track your transaction as you're going along. We're going to flip around a couple things here. We're going to go back to the main dashboard next. So you may have been wondering when we first looked at this, how did we get to these numbers right here? It's not populating right now, it's loading, but there we go. 5, 2, 2, 23 for the week. How many do I know? You may be asking, you know, how many should I do? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the business section, go to see here, go to business goals. And what you're going to do is you're going to put in your income goal. So I set it as 100,000, and it gives you the estimated income before taxes, so you can shoot for that number. But say that you wanted to make $100,000. Once you save your changes in here, it's going to start populating things for you. But what it's going to do is it's going to give you an automatic number of people who have made $100,000 in our database. It's going to take all of the information, and it's going to give you a number that you should shoot for in order to, on average, make that amount of income. So all you have to do is simply type in the amount of money you want to make, and your goals will change. And the CRM will actually tell you how many, the suggested amount, in order to try to get to that income goal. So no legwork again that you have to do on here. You don't have to decide these themselves. The computer all does it for you. You can change these goals. You can add different things here. If you go to weekly activity goals, you can actually create your own. So set custom goals and everything like that. They won't be populating to the dashboard. They are going to show up in a different section, but you can import more goals than just the calls, notes, pop buys, new database addition, things like that. There's other features here. These are going to work along. The property match feature is a cool feature, but it is something in which you as the agent working the CRM will definitely want to play around with that to learn more about it once you start inputting transactions. So we aren't going to go through that much today, but once you start adding transactions, the property match feature will actually allow you to help you find whatever home that you have listed right now. It'll actually help you find those preferences for a new buyer that you have. So the CRM can do that for you as well once you've started inputting these transactions.
Will you cover the 5 circle goals too in conjunction with your business goals while we're on it right now, real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So Buffini and Company, we are, but the 5 circle goals here, our Buffini and Company logo that you see on the top left side of the page, those are the 5 circles. And Brian Buffini, the owner of the company, his core foundation, of course, here is we're coaching you guys and training you guys in real estate. We focus in the business circle. That's going to be where we focus in because we're a business coaching company. But the 5 circles, they stand for different things: spiritual, personal, family, financial, and business. All of these things affect the business circle. Brian does put this in order of importance in his belief. So it goes from spiritual, family, business, financial, and personal. Those are all in order from Brian Buffini. As far as the business circle, again, it's where we focus in though. So we understand that there's some things, financially, personally as well, in which affect the business circle. Personal, there's some things that can affect the business circle with that as well. We've had stories with our coaching members like Erickson where, somebody in coaching, for example, this isn't Eric, but this is Eric is in a level of membership called one-to-one coaching, where you have the accountability and the guidance from a one-to-one business coach here. We've had stories in the past from other coaching members where personally they told their coach, hey, I'm not feeling happy where I'm at, physically. I can tell it's taking a toll on my business. So what the coach actually did to help them with is they set in a 5 circle goal, a personal goal to help them with their physical fitness. That coach helped them, with that. May seem funny. A business coach helped them with their personal goal of, with their physical fitness. But what happened when their coach held them accountable? Their business started improving. They started making more money, having more energy. So 5 circle goals, it's huge. You can go here and, input any type of goal you have. These aren't going to be things that we give advice on what type of goals you have, because, personal, you could have many different goals that are specific to you and what's going on in your life. But go here so you can do more than just business goals. Goals, as you can see, spiritually, family, financial, personal.
Can you click on the personal one just so I can see what it looks like once you click on it? Is it a similar?
Sure. So it's not going to do. Yeah, it's not going to do anything just yet because I don't have anything added in mine. But as you do it, let's go through it.
It's like if you did a personal goal, let's just say, showing how you would, if you wanted to work out 30 minutes every day, how would that look?
Mm-hmm. Right there.
Sure.
So 30-minute exercise. Okay. Got it.
We're starting today because everything that you want to do can start today.
Awesome.
Let's say you're doing this hardcore till the end of the year, which it's going to be tough with holiday time. How are you going to eat good during holiday time? I don't know. This is going to be a hard goal, but let's do it.
And then
You set your
milestones. So
nice.
You could set that up like to every 5 or 10 days you evaluate something there. Like you put something like evaluate. There you go. And then you put the date there, and then it sets up little mini goals along the way for the big goals. It's fantastic. I love this stuff. It's well balanced. It keeps me in check with all areas of my life. Yep.
So you can add more, but
and then
let's see. We'll just do this for now.
Yep. There you go.
Perfect. So then.
There it is. It's under your all goals and your personal.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
5-day check-in.
So end date was this day. Once you go there, you'll check mark it, of course. And I like this thing because I'm a numbers guy, and I know it's a funny thing, but as you put in more, you'll see the meter fill up, and it's just an encouraging thing to see. I think it's just human nature to see that with the eyes, but I like that, the little meter there.
Super cool.
So Jeremy, I have a question.
That's going to be something.
Can this, this looks like it's pretty powerful for the individual. What about teams? Is there a way to, like, let's say Eric and I are a team. Is there a way that you can share certain aspects of this? Oh, there we go.
So the team section right here. So we are done in the business section here. We're done there. Reports as well. I would just have people click on that so they can view, as you can see here, the certain types of reporting if you want to pull up official reports. So as you can see, lots of numbers, lots of stats. So as you start importing things in like the business section and doing activities, all of this stuff will start populating. So as you can see, there's 6 different reports you can generate just for statistical reasons. And then now, getting into teams. To answer that question, the teams section is going to be opened once a team license has been created. So I'm going to let's use Eric as an example. He's a current member, and let's say we decided to have Eric as the team leader of everybody who's using the CRM. What you would actually be doing is you would actually be purchasing what we call team licenses under Eric's account here at Buffini & Company. So say you're like, hey, I have 25 agents that I want on my team, who I want all to have the CRM. You would purchase 25 licenses. You would go to this section under Eric's account, invite the team member, and be able to invite, you'll see here, you have 25 licenses used if you purchase that. You'll be able to send emails to those people. Basically, the purpose of doing this is so that you can all be connected to each other. Don't worry about your agent seeing Eric's information or anything like that. And Eric, you will be able to see some of your agent's information, hence the purpose of having the team version so that you can help manage your agents better. But don't worry about, the agents seeing each other's information or agents seeing your info. Only you will be able to see the info that's in their account, and not even all the info either. We still want some stuff to be private, but you will be able to view reporting for all members, for example. Like, are my agents doing their calls, notes, and pop buys that we've been talking about? Are they importing transactions into my business section? So you're going to be able to view reports on here of who's doing what, who's doing activity, who's not doing activity, how the team is doing financially, how the individual as well is doing financially. So you'll be able to generate reports. You'll be able to assign contacts to each other. Like, say you had agent 1 wanting to send a lead to agent 2, for example. You can go to assign contacts and you can basically send leads to each other if that's how you guys work. Another cool thing, we've been talking about the marketing and how it's only a feature for people like Eric. So say Eric, because he is purchasing the one-to-one coaching where he gets marketing materials, say that Eric wants to share an email report, which is an email marketing campaign that we give to Eric once a month. He can actually go to this team marketing section. He can upload that. So he'll have to copy and paste. Eric, you'll have to do a little bit of legwork at first to upload this. Then you can press save template and you can allow it to share to your teams. So essentially, and we allow this, you can give to any agent who's under your team the Buffini email every single month. You know, you're purchasing it under your name, Eric, but you can give it to your agents so they can send it to their database. You just have to go to the team marketing and upload that. So again, this is going to be under the team license if you want to do team licenses instead of individual CRM accounts.
Right.
Okay.
But that's about it. To answer your question in a nutshell, yes, we do have a Teams option, and it does just those basic functionalities. It's more going to be a tool for you guys, the team leaders, so that you can manage your agents. This right here, Buffini Referral Network, only going to be a feature for people who are in the marketing levels. So this is a level. The Buffini Referral Network is where people in the Buffini memberships can refer people business. Say somebody has somebody moving from Texas to Utah, one of those things where you guys can send leads to each other, make connections with other people. Calendar here, this is going to be really the last section. You can connect to Google or Outlook Calendar, so that's a cool feature. Oh, by the way, before I forget to say it, we have an app for Referral Maker. So you just download it on the App Store, and it's a on-the-go version of things, which we do definitely have. So if you guys, any of you agents who are using the CRM, definitely go to the App Store and download this.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's awesome.
And that's about it. Last thing I wanted to go over, and this is the final thing I have, is the help section. As I was mentioning in the beginning, you've got me as a resource. Call me if you need anything. But as you go in here and you're viewing the CRM, go to the help center, go to the FAQs, go to the, you'll see here, look at all of this information you can view. All the answers to any question you have on the CRM will be found in here. We break it down in sections as well. Like if you have questions on the My Business section, you go here. Videos, you guys are into videos. I know we've got this brief tutorial, but we've got like hour-long full coverage videos right here. Tours, same thing. Just go to this Help Center tool, use me as a resource, but honestly, this Help Center tool is going to be probably your best friend as you're starting to work the CRM. And that's it of the CRM, kind of going into each key feature and showcasing really just an introduction. I'd advise if you do the CRM, you click around into every single link. You know, we missed a couple buttons here just because we want you to view those yourself, but click into literally every single link. Click into, you know, what this button does, what to or B goes to. Just click around, and honestly, that's how I learned the CRM when I started here 7.5 years ago, is I just clicked around. CRM definitely was a lot different 7.5 years ago. It didn't have as much, but it still took me some time. So it is going to take you some time to learn the CRM, but as Eric can attest to it, once you learn the CRM and you just learn the basics, super easy CRM to use. And the number one thing that people say about it, just like Eric did, super easy to use. You don't even have to be a tech savvy person to use this. So enjoy it and have fun. It's a nice CRM to use.
That's awesome, Jeremy. Well, thank you for your time.
Appreciate your time.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Was that good?
Yeah, I think we're good. If you want to,
was that enough? Okay.
If you want to send the host control back to me, then I can take care of the recording, I guess. Okay, so that should be there, and okay, and I'm going to stop the recording.